morning, boys and girls, and all of God's children. Welcome to the Church School Neighborhood. I'm Sister Angie Spears, the excited Church School Superintendent. What a wonderful, wonderful lesson we have for you today. As you know, we are in our summer quarter, and the title of the quarter is The Testimony of Faithful Witnesses. Our unit is titled Spread the Good News. In today's lesson, Saul of Tarsus, how a Pharisee became a Christian. And our lesson today is coming from Acts chapter 22, verses 3 through 15. This is the lesson where we learn a lot about Paul. When we first meet Paul, his name is Saul, and he is busy persecuting the Christians. He's having Christians killed. He's not doing good things at all. But something happens, and there is a bright light, and Jesus appears to him and says, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting the Christians? And there is a change in Saul. He's had an encounter with Jesus, and there is a huge change in him. And so then later, there is a man by the name of Ananias, who's a very good man. And he tells Paul, you're going to become a great witness of God. He's going to go from being someone who persecuted the Christians to being someone who goes out and promotes and shares the good news of who Jesus is. So, our very special word for today is chosen witness. Chosen witness. Let's go to the memory verse and then we'll come back. Patches has the very best story. Remember I said there is a man by the name of Ananias, and he is the one who tells Paul what a wonderful, wonderful witness he's going to be. Here's the memory verse. It's Acts 22, verses 14 and 15. Ananias said, the God of our ancestors has chosen you to know his will, to see the righteous one, and to hear his own voice, for you will be his witness to all the world of what you have seen and heard. We're going to come back to that. We're going to shorten it a little bit, but we wanted you to hear that exciting memory verse right now. Again, that was Acts chapter 22, verses 14 through 15. And again, our special word for today is chosen witness. Chosen witness. Patches, you gave us the very best example. Won't you share what you told me? As you know, Patches is excellent in science. Am I right? He has always loved science, and since he's gone to school, he's been entering many science contests. He wins lots of awards, and Patches' goal is to one day work for NASA. So that's where they explore space and other planets, and that's what Patches wants to do. So he has to be really good in sciences and math. Well, what did you tell us, Patches? 2 years ago, one of the teachers at the school said, Patches, he says, there is a program that's coming up, and we need a representative from our school to enter. And I know you do well in science. I know you're really interested in space. He says, but this is more for an environmental program. We're trying to get young people to appreciate the environment. Could we get you to be interested, Patches? Well, this is something that Patches had never really thought about too much. And the teacher, what did he say? He says, I will make sure to get you some really good books that you can read. And when the librarian found out about it, what did the librarian do? She ordered some books from the city library so Patches could really start reading up on being an environmentalist. And that means taking care of the earth, making certain that people aren't littering, making certain that you do things so that you have clean water, so that the fish have a place to live that's clean, all kinds of things like that. Well, Patches got really involved. He didn't realize how fun this was going to be. And you did a great job, right? He did a wonderful presentation. And after the presentation, the teacher who had suggested him, he comes up to Patches and he says, Patches, you did an amazing job. He says, I've already had some young people tell me that they want to join the environmentalist club for children. He says, I think you could be a great ambassador for our program. And Patches he still wants to go and do things with NASA, but he has become involved in the youth environmental program, very involved. So he's doing things like planting trees. Earlier this spring, last spring, they were planting trees. Great job. Great job, Patches. So again, the teacher says, I think you could become a great ambassador or a great representative for the youth environmentalists. And in today's lesson, it's Ananias who tells Paul, I think you're going to become a great witness for God. So let's go back to the memory verse. And we did shorten it a little bit. Are you ready? God has chosen you to know his will, for you will be his witness to all the world. God has chosen you to know his will, for you will be his witness to all the world. That's Acts chapter 22, verses 14 to 15, and we did shorten it somewhat. Do you think you can fill that in when some of the words are missing? Let's see. God has chosen you to know his will. You will be his witness to all the world. Great job. Wonderful job. You are going to enjoy this church school lesson. And as we're listening to Paul, he's going to tell us how he was really doing a lot of not good things to Christians. And he is telling, I was so persecuting. I was having people actually killed because they were Christians. And now I'm totally different. I'm the total opposite. And that's because he had an encounter with Jesus. I know you're going to enjoy this church school lesson. We trust that you will join us on next week. Next week, our lesson is titled Timothy, the Influence of Home Training. And our lesson is going to come from 2 Timothy chapter 1 and chapter 3. Until then, have a blessed week. God bless you. Bye-bye.